Going live right now. Woo. Okay. Hi.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good.
We're live on the Miltavet YouTube right now. So welcome to the Veteran Series Forum. We're
Thank
early,
you.
so we can just chat until more people join.
Okay. So I don't get to see the other people, but they get to see me. This is interesting.
You can see the other people. So what you
Okay.
do on your Zoom is it should be on your right-hand corner and it says view. You could tap on it and click gallery. Your right or your left-hand corner up at the top.
Oh, there we go. Gallery view. Okay.
There you go. And on YouTube, it'll actually only show people that have their cameras on. So right now it only shows you and me.
Okay. I
And
think
if
I
you
like the other view
want,
better, actually. Okay.
what is the pen on your jacket?
Oh, this is my very, very special Battalion 22 lapel pin. You cannot buy these. You have to earn them. And I think I bought about 100 of them, and I think I've given out maybe 25, probably less than that. Um, I've given them to a handful of big donors,
Mm.
people that have been instrumental in helping us get Battalion 22 off the ground, and some of my guys that have put forth a lot of effort and always being there for the group and helping others in the group and things like that. I actually have three that I'm giving out tonight if everybody shows up. Um, and it's been a while since I've given them out, so this is going to be kind of a big deal.
Very special. And tonight is your Battalion 22 group, correct?
Yes, 7 to 9. Everybody's welcome if you're a veteran.
Where is it located?
1885 Anaheim Avenue in Costa Mesa. If anybody knows where the In-N-Out Burger is on 17th Street, we're kind of catty corner from that.
And you're starting at 7 p.m.
Yeah,
and going till 8,
till
8.
9.
All right.
Well, it's really funny. Sometimes at 9 o'clock, I can't get the guys to shut up. So I'm like trying to kick them out the door. So sometimes we go over, but it's all good.
That is good. That's really good, actually. Well, we're at 6:01. So while people are still joining, let's start. This is
Okay.
again the Veteran Series Forum, and we're here to connect veterans to veterans and veterans to valued resources. And what we'll do first is introductions. As more people join, we can do a couple more before I give you the floor. So give us a quick introduction, who you are, your service, and let's keep events and everything else to open forum at the end. So Anthony, would you like to go first?
Hello, everybody. Anthony Garcia, Santa Ana College. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Can you hear me? No? Oh, okay. Anyways, Anthony Garcia, Santa Ana College, 100% free classes.
Perfect.
Nice.
So next we have American Red Cross, Raul.
Hello, everyone. My name is Raul Diaz. I am with the American Red Cross representing the Southern California region. Many of you know American Red Cross has close ties to our military. We are huge supporters of our military and their families, and we support in a variety of ways. I'm also an Army soldier, 4 years active duty, and currently serving in the reserve component. You wouldn't know with all the facial hair, but trust me, this is going to come off in a couple of weeks here when I have to go to drill. But thanks for inviting us, and thank you for the reminder.
Yeah, it's definitely great to have you. All right. And it's super early. I know people are going to come on late. So I want to give it to our speaker anyways. We'll have to just go over things as people are joining. And here come more. Let's do the introductions as they pop on before I give you the floor. I don't want people to miss this.
Okay.
Just changed my mind. Sorry about that.
No, good.
All right, Alex, I know you just hopped in, and Corey, will you both give us a 30-second, who are you and your service? Everything else we'll do at open forum after our speaker.
Hi, my name is Corey Vigil. I'm a Navy veteran, 8 years, and I am the Post Service Officer at the American Legion Newport, and I also am the lead peer navigator at Strong Family, Strong Children.
Hey, great to have you. And Alex?
Hey, sorry. Good evening. So my name is Alex Trujillo. I'm with the Department of Veterans Affairs, Office of Mental Health and Suicide Prevention, and I'm a devil dog. So yeah, just glad to be on the call.
Great to have you as well. All right, I was just saying we'll give the floor to Matt early since he's here, and I know we're here. As people join, they'll hop in. But Matt, thank you so much for joining us and bringing Battalion 22 to us as a resource. It's all yours.
Thank you. Super honored to be doing this. So this is my first podcast ever. So mazel tov. And I want to say, we were just talking about these lapel pins. You have to earn them. You can't buy them. Both Corey and Alex, who just joined us, are pin recipients. Corey for his amazing support at the Coffee Talk at American Legion Post 291. And then Alex has been just a steadfast supporter of Battalion 22 and everything that he does at the VA. And he's also been to a lot of our meetings and events. So I love those two guys, and I really appreciate everything they've done for Battalion 22. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about myself and how Battalion 22 got started. I am a 4-year veteran, United States Marine Corps. And although I was only in 4 years, I did drink a lot. I got in fights. I went overseas. I sent rounds downrange, and I got to blow shit up. So I feel like I got the whole experience. After my time in, I got out, went back to college, got a career, had a family, blah, 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 blah. My little brother, 12 years younger than me, kind of did the same thing. Like me, he tried college, didn't really like it. Joined the Marine Corps. He did a tour in Afghanistan, came back, got out, went to college, got his degree, and was living a pretty good life, I thought. And then 2 years ago in September, he just woke up one morning and took his life. And nobody saw that coming. It was just, he was not a drug addict. He wasn't an alcoholic. If he had PTSD, he's the only one who knew about it. He was plugged into the veterans care system. He had friends. He wasn't homeless, like nothing. It didn't make sense. And again, he was young. He was only 43, good looking guy. So there are lots of ironies surrounding his death, but one of the most poignant is that he wrote in his suicide note that he'd been struggling for a long time and he couldn't find help. And the irony of that is that you could throw a rock from his apartment and hit the LA VA compound. And I know that he knew people in that system because one of them showed up at the hospital where he was on life support waiting for his organ donation to happen. So that's basically when Battalion 22 started, because I'd been thinking for a long time before this that I wanted to do something more with my life than just go to work and earn a paycheck and whatever. I wanted to do something for the community, for veterans. And when your brother commits suicide, you kind of get the impression that the universe may be telling you something like, this is the cause you should take up. So Battalion 22 was founded on a couple of premises. Number one is that there are holes in the mental health care system that nobody's addressing, and I wanted to fill those holes. One of those holes being veterans don't just trust the government, they don't trust therapists, they don't trust, anybody with the kinds of things they've seen and done overseas. And it would be great if they had an outlet for that. You know, I know what my brother experienced overseas, and I know why he wouldn't talk about that to other people. So Battalion 22, first and foremost, is a place where anybody can come and they can say whatever they want. They can talk about the naughty thoughts in their head or the naughty things that they did. I don't care if it's illegal or immoral or what. You can say it here and you're safe. You're not going to get put on a government list. You're not going to have custody of your kids taken away, or your guns taken away, or your security clearance taken away. Like we're gonna just hear what you have to say and convince you to not jump off the ledge. So that's kind of the premise of Battalion 22. So far as the organization, we are a nonprofit. We're a 501c19, which is a veteran-specific nonprofit. We've been operating meetings every week since early December of 2023, I think. So 2 years. And we've got a great core of people that come through that are regulars. And besides the weekly meetings, we do a lot of other things. We're attempting to do other things. So we're really big on social gatherings outside of our support group meetings, like baseball games and car shows. And next year we want to expand that to do things like mud runs and barbecues and things like that. And then we also try to get the guys out to do service projects. So we've linked up with the Mission Continues and Recycle for Vets to help them with their community service projects. And another thing we do is we try to find ways that people can be leaders within the group. We're a relatively small group right now, but we have a couple of things that we do. One is we do a thing called Battle Buddy, where if somebody seems like they're struggling more than normal, we'll assign them a Battle Buddy for a week. And then it's that Battle Buddy's job to keep in contact with that veteran regularly. I mean, if it's 5 times a day, if that's what it takes, just to keep them engaged and above ground for that week. And then if they can handle another week, we'll give them another week. But if not, we'll switch it off and go to somebody else and be in the Battle Buddy for that individual. And then as we grow, we have opportunities for people to take leadership of the group, or I want somebody to take over running the mud run team, or we're hoping to do Sunday football and pizza days at Patriots and Paws. So I want somebody to take over that thing. So there's a lot of aspects to Battalion 22, and that's just a handful of them. Essentially we are the anti-therapy therapy group. We want to help veterans, and we're doing it in a way that the VA can't and other nonprofits really can't. One more thing I forgot. So we are kind of a mix of a lot of different social groups. So we're kind of like a motorcycle club in that we're very tight knit. There's lots of bro hugs, and we mess with each other all the time and just have a good time. We're kind of like a 12-step program in that we really promote clean living and things like that. But we're not a 12-step program. We don't care if you are sober or not, but we promote healthy living. We're kind of like a church in that we promote Christian or Judeo-Christian, Buddhist and Stoic principles. We're kind of like an empowerment seminar because we're very forward focused and positive thinking. We're also a huge resource network. I just had one of our guys make a list of all the food pantries in town. So if somebody comes in and they're in need of food, hey, look, you can go to this place on Monday, that place on Tuesday, that place on Wednesday, and get your kitchen filled up. So again, there's so many aspects to Battalion 22, and we're small now, but fingers crossed, we're expecting to hear about a grant that we applied for, and if that happens, we're going to explode in size and scope for 2026. So let's hurry up and get this government shutdown over with so that the approval process can continue and we can get our funds dialed in for next year. So that's kind of Battalion 22 in a nutshell. I know I missed a lot of different things, but I'm not looking at notes. I'm just off the top of my head. If anybody has questions, please hit me up. I will talk for hours and hours about Battalion 22.
There are two.
Okay.
Alex? Yeah, wants to, is it Alex? Oh, I'm so sorry. Alex or the Red Cross or both want to know, what are you looking to do? And so could there possibly be collaborations between organizations?
Oh yeah, we definitely collaborate with other organizations. Like I said, we work with we've worked with the Mission Continues to help them with their community service. We've also worked with Recycle for Vets to do a beach cleanup with them recently. We want to do more of that in the future.
And
we're open to partnerships with other organizations too.
perfect. And how about using vet tickets? Do you use vet tickets with Battalion 22?
I don't. I've kind of just relied on US Vets being our source for free baseball ticket game to the Angels game. That's worked out pretty well. Because we're a small group, I mean, it's not like if I got 10 tickets to a baseball game, it'd be hard pressed to get 10 people to go because of this or that or whatnot, So vet tickets is on the radar, but it hasn't really been a need yet.
So you are inviting every veteran right now who's watching, who wants to go to a baseball game, to come to a Battalion 22 meeting.
Oh, sure. So let me talk about that really quick.
Yeah.
I've been to other veterans organizations, other veterans groups, and I want to tell you what we're not. We're not that group where guys come in and they talk about how many times they stormed Normandy or how many Purple Hearts they got, or they served for 50 years and they were still a PFC. Like none of that is really what we're focused on. We're focused on kind of who you are today, what struggles you have today, how can we help you solve those, how can we help you progress in your life. And I mean, yes, your military background is important, and sure, if you got war stories you want to share, great, but there's no real social currency in that here. We're about what's happening today and how can we move you forward. We're also not here to pay homage to the operators, right? Like, those guys get a lot of love from the VA, and we're kind of all the guys in the middle. Like, if you served and you did your 4 years, 8 years, 12 years, 20, whatever it is, I don't care, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine Corps, 2 years, 20 years kicking down doors. Just if you served, you're one of us and you're welcome. And we want to get you plugged in. We want to get you hooked up with other veterans and give you a chance to dump whatever you've been holding on to inside your heart and mind, and just help you move forward.
Sorry, I was eating. I think the question is for me is I really like the attitude that he brings to this organization. It's really good. For me, the one thing I was always wondering though is like, Matt, what happens if like you guys get because you guys are having gatherings what happens if you have a veteran that is like talking about suicide or is in crisis? Do you guys use that peer model and like do you guys collaborate with other resources? How do you guys go about like if you had a situation like that?
That's a great question. So we've not had anything like that yet. And there's been some discussion about how we would handle that exactly. And of course, everything is a case by case basis. Honestly, if somebody were really seemed to be in distress, we would definitely try to get them help, get them to an emergency room, something like that. Um, but most of what we see so far is maybe people just struggling with finances or housing or relationship with their family and those kinds of things. And um, we haven't really had a crisis yet. Now, I got to throw in, we are planning to do the peer support education as soon as possible. I've got myself and a couple of board members and a couple of our regular attendees um, on the list to do that. We just haven't gotten there yet.
Do you look at discharge status?
If somebody identifies as a veteran, I don't really care. I don't think we've had anybody come in with a well, yeah, actually we have. We did have one person who was dishonorably discharged, felony. But he walked like a duck, he talked like a duck. He was one of us. So it was all good.
Do you want everyone to unmute and kind of have conversation? Maybe more
Sure.
open
Yeah.
questions and
Yep.
yeah, you guys please feel free.
Yeah, I think you have something good here, Matt, and I've seen your passion. You're definitely in it. I heard you talk many times at the Veterans Coffee Talk, but I would definitely put something together, a list of resources that will be able to support you because I think when I look at Battalion 22, because of the story that you tell with like with you and your brother, I'm thinking like these are those situations where I could sense like I can refer somebody to that's really like needs somewhere to go, where to be, because you guys create such a good environment there. But I also want to make sure that whoever we send over there too, just in case they're like really in crisis, how we're going to be able to like work with them because that's always tough, man. I've been in those positions and they're not easy at all. So even as experienced I am and as I've been doing this for a long time, there's a couple people I have to rely on if it goes to a certain extent. But I like the fact that you're not looking at the discharge status. I think that's a huge bonus for your agency. So good job there.
Thanks. So I don't know if you heard, but earlier I was talking about our Battle Buddy program, and we employed this last year, especially during November, December, when the days are short, the darkness is long, and there's a lot of stuff that goes through people's heads. So we had a couple of people that I felt were more at risk than the others. And so I asked for volunteers and assigned a battle buddy to two guys, I think, maybe, yeah, two guys. And basically, battle buddy's job is just to keep in contact with that person regularly, daily, multiple times a day, if that's what it takes. Take them out to lunch, listen to them cry, whatever, and just keep them above ground for that period of time. And I think we started out with a 1 week assignment, but I think one guy is kind of still caring for his battle buddy, and seems like almost a year now. So it's worked out really well.
I know Raul may have a question.
Yeah, hi again, Raul from the American Red Cross, and thank you so much for everything that you do, and just for just providing another resource for our veterans.
Thank you.
Super important. And I really love the fact that you have this Battle Buddy program, and it sounds like it's been successful. And I just wanted to, you may already know, so if you do, then I apologize, but really bring up the Compassion Contact Corps. That is a virtual support program from the VA, and it might be an opportunity for you and your Battle Buddy volunteers to partner with the VA. They some have it, some don't. It might just mean that you and Battalion 22 help start that at your respective VAs, but they usually generate a list of veterans that might need that service and that support, and it oftentimes just takes volunteers for them to kind of get that service, right? You mentioned this earlier, our government's currently shut down, so that affects all facets of the government, and to include our VA. And sometimes our veterans are unfortunately fall through the cracks, and it's in times like these where we can reach out to that contact core roster that's generated and go to work on reaching out to these veterans virtually, and spending 15-20 minutes with them. Again, that's there, and I'll put a link to that in the chat box, but I wanted to just share that. I don't know if anybody knew about that, or if anybody currently is part of that can speak to it better.
Hey, thank you for that. I appreciate that. So I probably should have started this whole thing off by saying I am not a professional. I don't know. I'm not a therapist. I'm just kind of going by my gut, like what do I think my brother could have benefited from? And I'm learning as I go. I'm open to any and all help from the different agencies that are out there and partnering with anybody. My goal is to just help veterans in ways that fill the crack between the existing model for treatment and help.
Yeah, and then just so that everyone, so we're everyone on the call is on the same page. This is just a volunteer position with the VA, so you don't have to be a trained professional. I'm sure there's some sort of onboarding, but I say this so that everybody on this call does not feel discouraged or unqualified to participate in this. If you got a good heart for it, and if you got a calling for it, look into it and see. It might be for you.
Yeah. So real quick, Alex just reminded me that I should talk about our upcoming events. So on 10 November, Marine Corps birthday, Battalion 22 is hosting 10 Marines at Fleming Steakhouse in Newport Beach for a nice steak dinner. And we've got a couple slots open. So Marine veterans, if you want to join us for that, that'd be great. We are going to hopefully have that filmed, and that'll be part of our marketing going forward. So, put on your lipstick and look your best. And then on Veterans Day, November 11th, we're going to do a pub crawl where a bunch of us, again, about 10 people, are going to go to every place in town that's giving out free food and drink to veterans. We're going to start out with coffee and donuts in the morning, and then work our way through any place that'll serve us lunch, and then dinner, and then another dinner, and then dessert after that. So it's going to be a real hoot. We're also going to hopefully be filming all of that for promotional purposes. So we've got a couple of slots open for that too. So if you're a Marine, put your name on the list for steaks. If you're any other type of veteran, please join us on Veterans Day to go get coffee and free lunches and 2 dinners and dessert.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Do you have sponsors for that? Or are you looking for sponsors for that? Either?
You're looking at the sponsor.
Okay. So
I'm the
yeah,
sponsor.
yeah. Maybe some other organizations that can come alongside and help do something like that with you.
We are open to donations. But this is why I should not be running a nonprofit. I suck at asking people for money. I have in the past, and generally, like the American Legion has come through for us twice, which is great. And then we also got a grant from another organization. I can't remember who they are. So we're chugging along, but I should probably be more vocal about help us out. We got needs here.
Yeah, as you're helping other veterans with their needs, yes.
Yeah. And just by the way, let me throw in that nobody on the board of Battalion 22 gets paid. All of our money goes to overhead outreach and directly to veterans.
Again, I'll let everyone know once again, if you would like to unmute or add to or share anything, please feel free to do that. I know Matt's going to leave a few minutes early before we end so he can start his Battalion 22 group tonight. That's
Yeah.
in.
Hello, everyone. Anthony here. I just wanted to share that I've utilized the chaplain services over at the VA in Long Beach. They've been wonderful. So it's another source. If you're not interested in talking to a counselor or a psychologist, or, the first time I went into mental health, the first thing that came out of their mouth is, "Do you want medication?" And I'm like, "Medication? You don't even know what I have. Why would I want medication?" So I gave up on mental health services, and I started talking to the chaplains. And so that's another resource.
That's great.
Yeah, good point. And just to be clear, we are not anti-therapy. There is definitely a place for therapy, good therapists. But the key thing about Battalion 22 is, you're speaking to an audience that has been there, done that. And you're not going to get judged, and you're not going to get reported. I mean, unless you do some really crazy outside the lines stuff, like, you're okay.
Chris, would you like to say hello and add to this conversation? But you're muted. You have to unmute.
Sorry about that, guys. My fingers weren't working fast enough. Matt, love what you're doing. Love the buddy system,
Thank you.
and stuff like that. Being a veteran, we've all seen it. We know those people need help. I would love to maybe do something with you in the future. I own a tequila company, and I kind of weary sometimes with tequila and veterans because of the mix of it sometimes. But if it's done properly, like Kristen and we've done some stuff together. We can do some amazing things, and I'm looking for some foundations. What I want to do is every dollar or every bottle sold, we put a donation towards certain veteran fundraisers and events. So it's a way that maybe we could help with something like that in the future. I'm a small batch tequila. I'm a very small company right now, but anything I can do to help. We're helping a nonprofit right now called Vet Hunters, and we've been helping them. We raised with a store in Rialto, we raised, I think, close to $4,000 or $5,000 for them so far. And we're doing a gala on November 14th to raise money for it too. So
Nice.
it's all about
That's
us
awesome.
all supporting each other. But what you're doing, like you said, you're not getting paid. You're just looking out for those that have served, and that's the best thing right there.
Yeah. Thank you.
And it's the best tequila, Cardenas tequila, just so everybody knows. Thank you, Chris.
So how many people do we have out there in the audience? I can only see Christine at this point.
No, sorry, we're here. I just have I'm gonna head out to a dinner here shortly, and that's why I couldn't be up at the Battalion 22 meeting today. But I think Matt kind of sells it a little bit short, right? Where we talked about the battle buddy system and stuff like that, but like we've also had conversations of implementing safety planning, right? In case like Corey brought up that thing where that valid question where it's like, hey, like what happens if a veteran is having, suicidal ideologies at the time, right? Well, talking with Matt, he's been open to, getting trained to do, like to have a development of a what is safety planning, right? So like if a veteran is actively going through that, then we can identify their support system and identify gaps where we can fill in, those things with community partners and resources to throw at them so that, they can, feel appreciated, loved, and, everything that comes with being part of the battalion.
Yeah, one of my goals for next year is to become a little bit more of a professional at this and kind of understand the different options, the different treatments, the different resources for mental health and especially for the emergency care in case somebody does come in crisis. I absolutely don't ever want to lose a veteran. That's the number one goal. So anything I can do to be better prepared for that situation, I want to do that.
I think you're in a good position. You got Alex Trujillo and Brian Tom there. That's already a good start. I feel
I know,
so.
right? Those guys are superstars.
You're putting a good team together. I think that's a really good start, actually.
Thank you. Yeah, we're going to be hopefully adding new people to the board soon. I'm kind of waiting to find out about this grant before I go out and really solicit. But again, those are positions where we need some leadership. We need some people with some certain skill sets, and they're open. So if people want to really sign on and really do some work, that's an option too.
And your website?
Battalion22.org. Please don't make fun of it. I hate doing websites. I built it myself, and I know I'm a professional graphic designer person, but I hate doing websites, so it is what it is. Hopefully, again, with the grant, we'll be able to pay somebody who actually likes doing websites to fluff it up a little bit and add some content. I just did enough to make it presentable, in my humble opinion. So.
I appreciate you coming on and sharing your organization and your story.
Thank
and your
you.
work helping veterans.
It's been great.
So we can open the floor and talk about everybody's events coming up. Like Matt said, there's a meeting tonight at 7 p.m. I'm sure you can walk in late if you want to show up to the Battalion 22 meeting.
And we have leftover food from an earlier meeting. So if you want pizza and pasta, come on down.
Again, what's the address?
1885 Anaheim Avenue in Costa Mesa. And if you're looking at the front of the church, you'd want to go around to the left-hand side. There's a little door there. There'll be a sign out front. Can't miss it. It says Battalion 22. That's where we're at.
Thank you so much, Matt.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, let us know what's going on. Who's got resources? Who's got an event coming up? Who has
I have
something
a couple. I have a couple events. But what I was gonna do is, Matt, what I would suggest, I'm really good at pairing people up. I would contact I would talk to Tom Boskamp as he's like leading the Region 8, and you'd be surprised you could get one of those students that's actually working on that particular field to build websites. And you might be able to get them either at a good price or be able to do some volunteer work for you. I would suggest that because I had a student that actually helped with another agency and the work was amazing and they got it done for free.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, that's something you can do. Yeah, I see American Red Cross. I mean, there's a couple good things right there. Let's see, I did put one for the Veterans Coffee Talk. I have one coming up November. Matt, actually, you attend those. We have a couple people that have attended that. I think Anthony has also been there, I think. I'm not sure, but we got our very own Alex Trujillo up here. He's going to be one of my speakers for November 1st. And I got
wouldn't miss it.
Yeah, this one's going to be good. And then we're also recognizing about 8 non-veteran volunteers that are massive in the community. So I think Dave Min's office is going to be there to present awards, and so is Foley's office. But we have free breakfast, there's coffee. I'm actually opening it up to the public on this one. Normally we prefer like just to have veterans there, but we're going to open it up for this one. So that's going to be an event. And then I have another one to where I am working with the city of Long Beach and the Queen Mary. So they are actually also having a Veterans Day. And I'm actually promoting this. Even my Legion is having one, but I just think this is good because they take families, and so they can take the children and the wife as well. And I think they're going to have food and drinks. I'm trying to find this bad boy. Here it is right here. So this is another one. And then obviously we're having our own Marine Corps birthday as well. Matt, I hope you're coming to this one. There you go.
What day is it?
Those are a couple events that we're having. If you know any Marines that want to come and maybe they're not, they're kind of struggling financially, send them to me and I'll see if I could get them sponsored. But every year our Marine Corps ball sells out pretty good. So we have a really, really, really nice one. And and sometimes I'm able to sponsor about up to 8 to 10 Marine Corps veterans.
What day is that, Corey?
I think it's gonna be on that Saturday, which I think is the 8th.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
But keep me posted and let me know if you guys need any support anywhere. Thanks, Christine. Thanks, Matt.
Yeah, thank you. You guys put
Thank
your
you.
contact information in chat and I'll make sure to put this up into the YouTube. And save the chat if you want those flyers that Corey just posted in chat. Raul, do you have any upcoming events?
So thank you again for opening up the space. I try to make it every single time I get a chance. I'm not from Orange County myself. I'm joining you all from Victorville today. I support the Southern California region, and we have a huge region which includes Southern Orange County. And there are some events, some of which are virtual, that you're able to support. Now, American Red Cross is part of the world's largest nonprofit organization, Humanitarian Services, and that being said, we do have an international services aspect to it. So I'd like to invite each and every one of you to come learn a little bit more about it through our Restoring Family Links series. It's a highlight series, and this month we are going to partner with Border Angels and highlight some of the work that we've done together to promote humanitarian services. Again, we're impartial and neutral organization. We provide support to anyone that is in need. And this is just one aspect of the American Red Cross that a lot of individuals don't know that we are a part of. That being said, if you're ever looking to partner for local support in your communities, we do have a home fire safety campaign that we run year round. And I'd like to share some information about that. It is called Sound the Alarm. And we do have some events coming up in the Orange County area. One in November, I think it's going to be in Tustin. And then also another in January of 26, which is another community out in Orange County. I'm not too familiar with the area. And then also, if you're looking to collaborate with Red Cross, would like to learn a little bit more how we support our veterans, specifically our active duty military and their families, please let me know. I myself have been a recipient of 2 Red Cross messages in my military career, and I'm hoping I don't ever have to receive another one. I've got a few more years left in my contract, but that being said, pending any questions, that's all I've got for you. Again, thank you for inviting us. This group reaches outside of Orange County. It's looping in San Bernardino County and Riverside County as well. So thank you all for everything that you do for our veterans and our military.
Thank you so much. And you gave me your contact information to share in this chat right now, right? For some of these links.
I'll post it in the chat.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay, you guys, well, if we don't have anything else, we can close early. I know Matt's got to start a Battalion 22 meeting. But if anybody does have an event they want to share, where can they find the gala information for November 14th, Chris? Real quick before we hop off. Or maybe just share a link and I'll put it in the chat for the YouTube. Okay, perfect.
There is an event at Fullerton College on the 18th, October the 18th. I posted it up. And I think it's open to every veteran. This is Anthony, by the way.
Perfect. You put a flyer. Got it.
Yeah, I posted it in the chat.
Thank you so much. Oh, we got a lot to share. That's great. Well, thank you guys. And again, Matt, it's so amazing to meet you and hear all the work that you're doing and have you share from your heart and your experiences and help other veterans. You really are doing awesome.
I'm trying, whatever. Hope my brother's proud. Thank you guys so much for having me, for letting me do this first podcast ever. I had a great time, and I hope you guys will come and join us at Battalion 22 meetings. It's about all of us. We're in the fight together.
Thank you, Matt. Have a great night, everyone. We'll see you next month.
Bye, guys.